off. She actually dropped me off
To
for
the
the work
airport.
trip. Yeah, at the airport.
But she ain't pick you up?
She ain't picked me up. Damn near had to walk home.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Dreva. You are now tuned in to We Like It Hot podcast. Let's go.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Dreva. Welcome back to another episode of We Like It Hot. And today we have a very special guest. We got E on the show. E,
What's
tell
up?
them
What's
about
up?
yourself.
What's going on, y'all? My name's Emanuel. Y'all can just call me E. I'm a kickboxer and entrepreneur. I'm excited to be here.
Okay, and we're excited to have you, E.
Yeah.
So before we get started, we're going to do some icebreaker questions just to
Cool.
get you.
Cool. Say less.
Okay, so these are going to be this or that type questions.
Okay.
So just answer them just really quick. Whatever comes, the first thing that comes to mind, just answer it.
Okay.
Okay. Drake or Kendrick?
I gotta go Kendrick right now. Kendrick right
That
now.
just lets me
Usually Drake.
know.
Usually Drake, but
Okay.
Kendrick right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. R&B or rap?
R&B.
Okay.
I'm an old
Uh-huh.
soul. Yeah.
What you know about some R&B? What's your favorite 90s R&B song?
90s.
Yeah. Because when I say R&B, that's what I mean. 90s. I'm not talking about I guess
It's
Bryson
that
Tiller.
Tyrone. Hey,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
little
Okay.
Erica
Erica
Badu. Yeah, my
Badu.
little Erica.
Okay.
I like Erica. I like NDRE.
Okay. Okay. Have you
Feel me?
ever been to they have it, what is the name of it? They be having never mind. I
You
forgot what
good?
it's called. I forgot what it's called. Sweets or salty?
Oh, sweets.
Jog or run?
Run.
Okay. So that leads us into our first topic. So
Okay.
he runs the BLK Run group. So tell us
Correct.
about that.
Correct. Yeah. So just something me and my boy Marcus Jones we put together. We're both really into fitness. Both ex-professional athletes. I used to play professional football. So did he. So we really just value health and wellness, and so we wanted to put something together. We see all these run clubs in these different states, and we wanted to put something together specifically for people of color and just our culture that we could come, connect, network, and then most importantly, pursue, something healthy, right? And just pursue and stay on top of our health and wellness. So as of now, we're doing our runs at 7:30 a.m. at Tempe Town Lake on Sundays, excuse me. So I would just say, tell your grandma, tell your daddy, tell your uncles, tell your mama, sisters, brothers, tell everybody. Because so far it's been growing pretty rapidly, and it's a really, really neat community, a really accepting community. We're taking, people of all fitness levels, and we just want us to, grow as a culture. Really, like I said, focus on health and wellness, and just be able to network and connect with each other.
Okay, so let's take it back to the beginning.
Let's do it.
So you played professional football.
Yes.
Take me through all the leagues and through draft day and all of
Yeah,
that.
yeah, for sure. Really how it started was, and kind of how I started to get my name out there and get my agent and everything like that was through the Senior Bowl circuit. So, I started off in the D2 Senior Bowl, so I actually played at a Division II school.
Where'd you go?
So I went to Northwest Missouri State. So,
Are you from Missouri?
no, I'm from Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah, I'm from
I'm from
Chicago.
Illinois. I'm from Decatur, Illinois.
That's like Southern Illinois, right?
Like 2 hours south of
Okay,
Chicago.
got you.
I
Yeah,
went to
yeah.
Eastern Illinois
Okay,
University.
cool. Yeah,
You know about Eastern?
yeah. They
Oh,
actually they talked to me for a while, so yeah, I'm pretty familiar with them. Yeah, you know.
wait, hold on. Before we go further, what brought you
What's
to
up, man?
Arizona?
Warm weather and
Okay.
warm weather. Essentially it was because I knew I would be able to train year round, and because
Oh,
I was
okay.
pursuing professional football, so it was just the perfect place to come to. And so, yeah, I had never been to Arizona before I got out here,
Okay.
and actually like came out here sight unseen and just kind of rolled the dice and fell in love with it. I love AZ.
That's how it be.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, but okay,
For sure.
continue with your whole story.
Yeah, so started in that D2 Senior Bowl, and was the MVP of it, and so because of that, they invited me to the D1. So it was big schools, Notre Dame. We had guys from Florida State, guys from Alabama,
Okay.
Florida. So the biggest schools in the country, all Power 5 schools. and I ended up doing extremely well there, and so that kind of got my name out. And then that got me my agent, and just that got me opportunity. So had a shot with the Chicago Bears. They brought me
Bear
into
down.
yeah, Bear Down. Yeah, yeah. They brought me into like it's called like a local day, and so it's just kind of like a little mini camp, and they bring you in, and they do it to just give guys opportunity.
Okay.
They want to see you perform. Unfortunately, didn't get the call back, but from there, had just different opportunities in the Arena Football League,
Hmm.
in the Canadian Football League as well.
Did you go play in Canada?
Yeah, so I didn't go play in Canada.
Okay.
I just had like workouts for CFL teams.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And then yeah, I ended up like being able to actually stick on a few Arena Football League teams. So it was the Bismarck Bucks, and then it was the Northern Arizona Wranglers in Prescott, Arizona. So
Okay.
yeah.
And so I think that he should definitely be a public speaker and speak to young athletes coming up
Yeah.
and everything with agents.
Hmm.
Because a lot of I feel like a lot of young athletes be lost.
Yeah, it's easy to get lost in that circuit. And I definitely was, even, high school going to college and college going to the pros. So, really how it works is, you get an agent, and then that agent kind of sells you to the different teams, and then, hopefully you get on the team, right?
Hmm.
And then in high school, it's about a whole bunch of different things. You can go to camps in high school. Obviously just being able to send out your film, just knowing college scouts, things like that. And so, it's just important to kind of know the ins and outs of actually being able to navigate, those different spaces. And a lot of us don't know it. Coming up, my parents knew nothing about sports in general, really, and definitely not, trying to play it at the collegiate level or the professional level. So I had to navigate it on my own. And I feel like if I didn't, and I had some guidance, I could have went to different teams or to different places that would have been more beneficial for me, and I would have been able to grow more and be the best player that I could be. And so I definitely would love to do some consulting with families that might not have that knowledge, and just help the younger generation get to just get to really good and really special places. Yeah.
So you didn't have anybody to kind of navigate you at all?
No, I had nobody. I Yeah, nobody. It was just teams would I would send out my teams via email, or excuse me, I would send out my film via email to a whole bunch of different colleges, and that got my film circulating a little bit, but it was literally like word of mouth from different college teams.
Dang.
Yeah, so I just kind of had to get out the mud.
Yeah, he got started from
Yeah,
the bottom. Now we here.
yeah. I don't know, we somewhere, we
No,
somewhere.
he's here. He's here.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
okay. So now let's get into the kickboxing.
for sure. So yeah, I'm a kickboxer now. I actually have a fight coming up June 29th.
Check it out.
Yep, at the Glendale Civic Center. So if you guys want tickets, let me know. I can get you guys some tickets.
Hit him up.
Yeah, yeah, it's coming up next Saturday actually. But after I got done playing football, I sat it down. Honestly, football was grueling. I put a lot of work and dedication into it, and once I finally got done, I just wanted wanted to get some rest. Right, I was tired, and so during that rest, I became a big back. I'm gonna be honest. The back got big, extra wide, extra large. And so
A big fat king.
big back king. Hey, at the time the ladies loved it. Like,
No, that's what I was about to say. Ladies, they be liking
yeah, they
the
like a little,
little, little love in the front.
different strokes, different folks. But no, honestly though, I gained a lot of weight and just got pretty unfit and unhealthy. And so one day I was looking in the mirror and I was like, I can't continue to live like this,
Mhm.
because it was just against everything that I had you know learned already, and these different positive habits that I built up. I kind of abandoned them in the name of wanting to get like some rest, and kind of wanting to take some time off of the training and the football stuff and everything like that.
So from your last day of training
Hmm.
till the day that you decided that you were a big back,
Yeah.
how long did it take you to get to that?
It only took me like 3 months. That's the
Three
crazy thing.
months.
Yeah. And so,
Dang.
and it really,
And so how long did it take to lose it?
oof. Um, I would say initially, I was still a big back for probably another like 6 months after that. Okay, because I started getting into boxing and
Oh, okay.
kickboxing and combat sports, but I was still eating. I was eating everything
Mm.
I could,
So now
everything
you
I
have like a
saw.
specific diet.
Yeah, so now definitely, definitely have to diet down, and just be very cognizant of like what I'm putting in my body, as well as obviously staying as active as possible. Yeah.
Talk about your business, your meal
For
plans.
sure, yeah. So I also run a business. It's called JFit, and so what I do is weight loss and transformation plans. They're mostly virtual, but I do some in-person training as well. And so how it works is I do all the programming for the exercises and the training that you're going to be doing. I program that as well as I do your diet, I do your grocery list, and when I'm doing the diet, I'm very meticulous with it, and so all the way down to an exact calorie count, how much protein you need, all those things I take care of. And then, also with that is a one-on-one consultation every week. And so we just do that and just kind of, check in and, make sure that you're on track. And if we need to make adjustments, we do that. And so I also do have a fitness app, and that's my diamond package. So that's, my most expensive package. But with that fitness app, essentially you have 24/7 access to me. So if you want to reach out to me at 3 a.m., you can. Like I said, I might
You might
not
get
get
back to
back to you,
you.
but as soon as I wake up, it'll be my priority to reach out to you and help you with whatever you need. So yeah, just something that, like I said, I'm very big on health and wellness, and I know how much working on your physical health can start to change your mental health, your spiritual health, and all those things. So I really like to try to foster positive health within other people. Yeah,
Because when you look good, you
look
feel
good. Yeah, look
good.
good. You feel good.
And when you
Feel
feel
good. You play
good,
good. When you play good, they pay good. Simple. You know. Yeah, yeah. So I definitely believe in that for sure.
okay, so we know that you have multiple different businesses.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit more of the other business that you run.
Yeah, so the other business, essentially is just like small business consulting. So, I try to cater it to black-owned businesses, and I take care of the digital marketing side. So, I'll scale digital marketing, I will clean up their social media, and honestly, anything else kind of within that tech realm, I'll try to assist with. Yeah.
So lock in
Yeah,
if
lock
you
in with
got a
me.
small business and you need somebody to run your Facebook ads,
Yeah.
your TikTok ads, your
TikTok
Google
ads, Google
ads,
ads, yep.
lock in.
Yep.
Because I might have to lock in after this
Yeah,
because I need some help. We'll beat some here. But
for sure.
okay, y'all. So now we about to segue because this is We Like It Hot and we're about to get into the juicy questions. Are you ready?
Here we go. Let's do it,
Here
man.
we
Let's do
go.
it. Let's do it.
So, okay, y'all. So he is in a relationship. So, ladies, no.
Fortunately, I am taken, very taken, extremely taken, 10 out of 10 taken.
His
So,
girl don't play, y'all.
yeah, she don't play and I don't play. So, yeah,
But we are gonna get into like some relationship questions. How
let's
long
do
have you
it.
guys been together?
We have been together for 9 months.
9 months? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so when's the last time you were ghosted or ghosted somebody?
Ooh.
And what was the reason?
Yeah, so I was ghosted. It was, it's funny. We were just talking about this. It was in June
Hmm.
of 2023.
Hmm.
Yeah, June of 2023.
Were you in Arizona?
I was in Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah. You want me to just elaborate on it?
Hmm.
Yeah. So
Do you know why you were ghosted?
I don't know, and she never told
Oh.
me. Yeah, she never told me. So it was, we met on Instagram, and we actually our first date was at the farmers market over here downtown, and
Hmm.
so we met and we like just hit it off, and from that day forward, we probably hung out every single day for at least like a couple months.
And then
So
she just ghosted?
yeah, she ghosted out of nowhere. I have no clue
Was she
why.
black?
She was Filipino.
Ah.
I'm gonna be honest,
Aw.
it was crazy.
Y'all was probably getting serious, and her parents said no.
But I think that could have been part of it. I was on a work trip,
Mm.
and when I left for the work trip, everything was fine, and we were, like I said, we had kicked it every single day from the day we met each other. Everything was cool, kicking it, having a great time. She sent me off. She actually dropped me off
To
for
the
the work trip.
airport.
Yeah, at the airport.
But she ain't pick you up?
She ain't picked me up. No. Damn near had to walk home.
Dang!
No, so yeah, she didn't pick me up. But it was like the first day, it was all fine. She called me a few times and we talked. We used to talk a lot. Like I said, we hung out with each other. We both worked from home. And
Mm-hmm.
so we just spent all day together all the time from when we met. And so we kind of kept that, constant communication that first day. I was out there, I was in Memphis for a week for work. And then from there, just started to taper off more and more and more. And by the last day, I was completely
Dang.
ghosted.
Wait, so how long were you away?
I was gone for like a week, like 6 days.
6 days?
Yeah. And
And
so
before you went, everything was good.
everything was great. Yeah, it was
And
like
you was gone for 6 days.
6 days. And by the time I came back, I literally never heard from her again.
That's crazy.
Like never heard from her again. So after that, I went to California for 3 weeks and just turned up and got it out my system, and I was good to go. Yeah,
What's that
yeah.
song? Hard to get you out of my system.
Nah, it wasn't all that. It wasn't all that. Honestly, I'm happy that happened
Everything happens for a reason.
because I have my now partner, and I really think that we're gonna have a long, long, long relationship. So
Get married.
that's the goal. That's the goal. 100% is the goal. I have no doubt in my mind that that's what I want. So.
So what type of guy are you? Are you a 50-50 type of guy? Or are you
Here we go. um,
We like it hot.
let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I no, I'm not a 50-50 type of guy. I'm gonna do what works for the relationship. So, if today I need to be 100 and she needs to be 0, that's what it will be. And if tomorrow, it was something different for whatever reason, that's what it'll be. But like I like to play that provider role. I like to trick off a little bit. I'm gonna be
Look,
honest.
trick.
Yeah. I do.
It is not tricking if you got it.
But I just like to play that solid male role. I like to be kind of that, lead in the relationship, and so sometimes that comes with finances. But me and my partner, we're both very open to, doing what's necessary for the relationship and for the, you know, betterment of us. So if tomorrow I was down, broke, bad, I know she would have my back. So
What's her name?
her name is Tiffany.
Go ahead, Tiffany. I think you know what? I feel like we should do another podcast, and Tiffany should be on here.
Well,
All three of us.
she's moving out here in a few weeks, so we could do
What was
that.
your love story like? How did you guys meet?
Oh man, so we met on Hinge actually.
Okay,
We
Hinge.
met on Hinge, and it was actually I was out in Chicago. So like I said, I've worked remote for the past few years,
Mhm.
and so I was out in Chicago working, and then I was training as well. I was getting ready for a fight, and it was just like you know.
Oh, Tiffany, he blushing, girl. Oh, he
Watch
love you, girl.
Watch out. No, but
Ooh.
it was just really random, and usually I don't. I was pretty focused out there because like I said, I was working and training, and so I really wanted to get some like good quality work in out there, and
Mhm.
so I wasn't really paying attention to the app. And usually when I would go home, I wouldn't get on, like the dating apps or try to like slide in people's DMs. I was usually
Because
chilling.
it's like, what's the point? Like,
Yeah,
if
it's
you're
like
out of
what's
town,
the
yeah.
point? Yeah, and so um, we matched. I think I probably liked her, and then she liked me back. Or actually, no, she did like me, and I saw her. She did like me. Yeah, so she gave me the like.
Oh, so she get like first.
Yeah, she gave me the
Okay.
first
She's
like.
trying her shine. If you know what you want, you know what you want.
Yeah, and so
Shoot your shot, girl.
like I liked her back, but at that time I was still in Chicago and I was about to leave, so I was like, like it's whatever.
Mm.
And then she hit me up and said, "Hey," and I actually didn't respond right away.
Why you do that?
I don't know why.
You was playing games.
No, I wasn't playing games. I'm definitely, if we get her on the podcast, she'll be the first to tell you I don't play games.
Oh, okay.
But no, I just think because I was like, I'm going back to Arizona anyway. It's
Mm.
most people don't want to do long distance. But I did think she was extremely like she's the most attractive woman I've ever seen for me personally. And so uh, it was when I was in Arizona. She She doubled up. And so she said like, "Hey," I forgot what she said, but she said something like, "Hey, just again." And then I was like, "Okay, I respect that. Like she actually, might be interested for real. Like clearly she doubled up to actually try to, get my attention or just, like start that conversation." And so,
Got
yeah.
me thinking. Maybe I need to double up on something.
Maybe y'all need to double up, man. Hey, shoot your
Maybe
shot.
I need to double up on
If
something.
you feel good about somebody or you like somebody's vibe, shoot your shot. That's one thing I will say, ladies. Shoot your shot, because what do we have to lose? But nah, she doubled up, and then I responded, and then we talked a little bit from there, and then I just sent her an audio message, and I was just very transparent. I was like, hey, I live in Arizona, but I don't mind flying. I work remote, and I wouldn't mind a long distance relationship if it ever got to that point. But I just said I don't want to waste your time if that's not something you are into, because I feel like I've been in this space for a while where I actually wanted something serious, to
Mm-hmm.
where a lot of people knew me before, and they would probably say I was very unserious, which but I mean I was young, you feel me, and I was just weighing my options and things like that, and I just didn't have the emotional intelligence at the time to be, like a good, solid, long-term relationship. So, I feel like once I got to that point, I would be very direct and very, forward with people about that. And so, told her that through the voice message, and she was like, "No, like I would still be interested." And then
And it was
we,
all up from
yeah,
there.
love from there. Yeah,
So I have a question.
what's up?
And this is like purely just me wanting to know. At what age do you feel like men like get this emotional intelligence? I just need to know.
Gee,
I need to know this
look. I think it's just different.
for
I
everybody.
could even speak for my family. We got some, OGs, 60 years old,
Still
still out here
playing.
playing around. I think it's, I think it's different for everybody. I don't think you could really, I don't think you could really
Pinpoint.
put an age on it. But I think when a man is serious, like truly serious about you and truly serious about self improvement and actually having emotional intelligence with you, and holding space for you, like it's gonna be an energy that's undeniable, and not only yourself but the people around you will see it too. So what's up?
So, how much, if you're talking or in a relationship with someone,
Hmm.
how much should you, what's like a good amount of communication?
Ooh, that's tough. I think we need to break it down to attachment styles.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
Attachment styles.
yeah. Do you know your attachment style?
No.
So
Tell me about that.
yeah, so there's multiple attachment styles. But the main ones are secure, avoidant, and secure, avoidant, and anxious. Excuse me, secure,
Anxious.
avoidant, and anxious. So the three like main attachment styles are secure, anxious, and avoidant.
Hmm.
And so you just develop those attachment styles based off of how you were raised, childhood, different traumas that you might have, and just kind of your overall disposition. And so with me, I'm anxious attachment. So I'm a communicator. I communicate. I could talk to Tiff all day, every single day, all the time. Especially when there is, when I want to say we are having, a difference in opinion, or whatever there might be if we're in a fight. I wouldn't say fight, but say there's conflict in the relationship. I'm the type that I want to talk about it now and
Yeah.
just, get over it, right?
Hmm.
Avoid an attachment style, which my girlfriend is, Tiff is I want to take a step back for a while, and then I want to come back and we can talk about it, right? And then secure is kind of just in the middle there, of where maybe you're a little bit more anxious, maybe you're a little bit more avoidant, but you've done the necessary work to be able to, still communicate well and still, have good, at the end of the day, just have good communication skills with your partner.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I think with that, it just depends on your attachment. What did I say?
Attachment style.
Yeah, attachment styles are
Yeah.
your attachment styles. So like my girlfriend, she is more so, she doesn't need to talk all day every day. She definitely, really likes her space and things like that, right? And then me personally, like I said, I like to talk a lot. So you would probably get two different opinions from us, but I would say, more communication is better. And she would probably say less is better. But I think at the end of the day, there's a happy medium and a middle ground, and that's what we have been able to figure out. And I think that's what a lot of people in their relationships need to figure out. They need to come to some type of agreement on how much communication is good for both of them rather than just for one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys like talk about that at, like the beginning? Like,
No,
I'm
we
this type of person,
we
and
didn't. At the beginning, we just kind of hit it off,
Mhm.
and I would say, we talked. Like I said, so after we started messaging on Hinge, for me and her too, we talked every day for up like about a month, a little bit over a month, until we finally met each other in person. And so we just kind of hit it off and just talked about everything. But I think we were both still, feeling each other out, and we hadn't met in person yet. So yeah, we didn't kind of get into those deeper details until like we were like sure that we wanted to be together.
So, okay.
Yeah,
So definitely for you, if a person went a day without texting you,
yeah.
that's a no call, no show. What the F is going on?
No call, no show. I'm gonna wrap you up right there and there. No call, no show. I'm wrapping. I, everybody's relationship is different, and I think you should just do what is good for your relationship. But I don't see a reason
To
to
go a
go a
whole
whole day
day?
without talking to your significant other if you truly care about that person, right? Maybe if you're getting to know somebody, maybe. But again, if you're getting to know somebody and you truly want to be a part of their lives and you're trying to, foster and grow a healthy relationship, then you probably don't want to go a day without talking to them. Even if it's just a check in. Hey, baby, how you doing? I'm good. I hope you had a good day. Bet. Like, but something. I gotta have something.
Something.
Yeah.
But okay. Say, and when I say talk, I mean actually talk on the phone,
Mm-hmm.
not just like text.
Yeah.
Because I feel like actual like
Like
talking to
having actual
somebody
dialogue is important.
is
Yeah, I
important.
agree.
So, and maybe I'm going too much into it, but like, okay,
No, you're good.
say the whole good morning, you do the whole good morning thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then say you guys are like at work, do you like check in like at break and then like after work?
Me and
Or is that
Tiff.
too much?
Me and Tiff.
It just, I'm
Or
just
just
talking
in
about just in
general.
general.
Yeah.
Or is
I,
that too
I don't
much?
think. See, to me, that's not too much. Not at
Right.
all.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm a communicator through and through, so I can talk to my significant other all day. But like,
Okay.
I love her that much to where like I want to know what's going on, and I just
So if a
want to
man
talk
like
to her.
is really into you, he's going to communicate with you. He's going to talk with you.
Yeah.
This is going into my episode from last week where I was talking about if somebody is truly into you, a man is going to do all of the things that a lot of women say men don't do. They're
Yeah.
going to do it for
That
the person that they
for the person
want.
that they want, they're gonna do it. But then again, I think we also have to be cognizant of some people don't have the the emotional capacity,
Mhm,
the mental capacity, the emotional intelligence to understand some of these things. So,
mhm.
you might get into a relationship with somebody that doesn't have those things, and either you have to be patient and see if they're willing to learn those things, or they have to grow before you're with them. And so, I don't really like the rhetoric of like, if he wants to, he would, because some people don't know how to because they haven't
Oh.
learned to do it. So
Hmm. But what
um,
would make somebody learn to do it?
tough. Like,
Like,
I honestly don't know. For me personally, it was a lot of failed relationships.
okay, okay.
And eventually you need to look in the mirror and be like, there's a
A
common denominator
reflection.
here. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think all of my significant relationships, I was usually the issue. So
Mm.
and I wanted real love. I have a two-parent household. My parents have been married for 35 years. And so I value that. I value, the family aspect. I value just that old school love. And so I knew I couldn't get there if I didn't work on myself.
Okay.
But again, I just think it's different with everybody. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Do you have a man?
You're like, oh my God. So let me just tell you about like what just happened to me. Okay.
Talk to
Let's
me.
get into it. So I was talking to this guy. We had been talking for 3 weeks.
Mhm. Oh, good. Oh, good. You
We
good.
liked each other, I thought. And literally what, the day before yesterday,
Hmm.
he has really bad communication also.
Yeah. How old is he?
34.
Go ahead,
No,
wrap.
35, 34. I don't know, 34.
Go ahead, wrap them up.
Well, it's already wrapped
Okay.
because he was supposed to come over the day before yesterday and text me at like he was supposed to come over at 2, text me at
Mhm.
like 1 something and was like, "Hey, I just ordered a computer and I got to wait for it so I could sign for it." It
Mhm.
never came. And I called,
He just
did not
never
answer.
answered.
I got ghosted like that.
And,
Great.
yeah, I mean, it's been a day. You know,
No, it's over
yep.
because we had like tried a few times and
And
like
there's been bad communication. Yeah,
yeah,
like I said, either you have to be patient enough to deal with that, or you just have
leave.
to know that you can't be in it, and they have to grow. Um, and so it sucks because a lot of times we're compatible with these people, right? But these people don't have the emotional intelligence. And I think compatibility is huge in relationships. I think people kind of, you know, don't always take into account if somebody's really attractive or they have money or whatever it might be. They kind of just, see those outside things, but that true compatibility is important. But I just think it's so hard to find a really good partner and a really good love because you need to be compatible, and then at the same time, both you guys have to have some sense of emotional maturity.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and not a lot of people have that, unfortunately. And even in my relationship, we both have things to work on. We came into the relationship, really excited about each other, and we moved really fast, and we both definitely found out at certain points that okay, like let's pump the brakes and let's really focus on improving ourselves within this relationship so we can be good for each other. And so that's where we've kind of been at. Um, but I think we're getting to a good place. Yeah.
You are really good. Like
What you
you
mean?
should have like a relationship podcast.
I
Like you and
appreciate that.
Tiff. Y'all need to have a podcast together.
I think we'll be
That's
pretty
what y'all
good
gonna
at it.
do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll be pretty good at it.
Cause like I feel like you could like teach people some things. Males specifically. You'd be a
They don't be
sensation.
listening to me, man.
You don't think so?
So, so me and my boy Mark. So I think it's underscore Ray9 Jones. He was just on Pop the Balloon.
I was just on there too.
For real?
Yes.
Gee, I just saw. I just watched
But do
it.
I look like the same person?
No,
I
you
don't even look
don't.
the same on camera. It
Well,
was
was it
bad
like a
angles,
weird?
bad lighting,
Yeah,
bad dress, did not fit my shape. I'm not fucking fat. Like, no,
yeah,
we can talk about that on here. Like,
yeah. I think
and they went in on me about the whole age thing.
the age thing was kind of crazy, love. I'm gonna be honest.
I can get a man's perspective on that.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
okay.
gonna be honest because I watched. So my boy Marcus was. Do you? So he was on
Which
the
one
one
was
before
Marcus?
you.
Oh, okay,
So
okay, okay, okay.
he was on the one before you. But so we're kind of just
You
let's get
can
in.
say it. You can
No,
say
yeah.
it.
So
Because
I'm
the
saying.
internet has gone in on me.
Yeah, so no, I'm just saying. Well, first, like I said, my boy Marcus, I think it's underscore Ray9 Jones. He has a pretty big TikTok platform, and I have a decently big one too. Um, and whenever I'm on there and I talk like this, a lot of males are very against the things I'm saying.
Because you're speaking facts. You're speaking truth. Like,
Yeah,
they're just not wanting to
yeah,
hear facts because it's gonna make them look at themselves, look in the
yeah.
mirror and like
That's a
realize
yeah.
I might be the problem. But you've
Hmm.
already had that experience. You've already been able to look in the mirror and like say to
For
myself, like,
sure.
dang, like, let me tighten
Yeah.
up.
What I'll say is the men that are, I would say pretty open minded and, generally want to be better, and generally have some type of maturity to them, they all definitely like be agreeing with what I'm saying. It'd kind of be like the
Right.
grown men that be like, yeah, nah, you spitting facts versus like, you have your people that's like, hell no, nigga, like,
He
ooh,
trying to
so
be a pick me.
yeah,
Like,
pick me up. I'm
no,
like,
like
nah,
I'm
like,
just letting y'all know if you want a mature relationship, this is what you're gonna have to do.
yeah.
You have to put the work in.
And the thing is, immature relationships aren't just, turmoil for your partner, it's turmoil for you too, and like I dealt with that and I want a peaceful life.
Right.
Yeah, simple. So, but going back to you, yeah, baby, I'm gonna be honest. The age thing,
Okay.
that was my only thing. It's
That's
so
crazy. I'm the
crazy that
same person, right?
yeah, I just watched you. I don't know, and so I did know that. So like I saw you, and I'm like, I think that's who I'm talking to for the podcast. But then I
He was
saw
like, nah,
you,
can't be. That's not her.
and I saw you in person. I was like, I didn't put it together, but yeah. it was just confusing because why would you say like, oh, I'm over 30, and then kind of be judgmental about their age? Like it just
I
didn't
didn't
make
think
sense.
that I was judgmental about their. Okay, so okay,
That's how it came.
I'm
That's how
gonna
it
keep it
came
real.
off.
I'm gonna keep it real.
Okay.
I'm going on this show, and I know that people be going in on people.
Yeah.
I don't want nobody to go in on me. So I am not gonna like, I just did not want to talk about anybody's looks. I didn't
Yeah.
want to like say anything wrong to
Yeah.
make a man triggered and like,
And say some crazy stuff about you.
yeah,
Yeah.
I can't handle that.
For sure.
Like I would like probably walk off if somebody did
Yeah.
that to
Like
me,
be
you
said.
know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was just like, I just said whatever came to mind. What I should have did was eeny, meeny, miny, mo, pop the balloon and not gave like,
I think for me it was like I said, the lack of transparency there, right? Because I mean that's one of like the first things you look for in a person is honesty and transparency, right? You want to actually know what's going on in their mind, in their life, right, and where you stand with them. And so I think to those men, they probably looked at it like, well, she couldn't even be transparent with like one of the first questions. So why would I expect her to be transparent about other things? And I don't see that in you at all. I feel like you're probably like a really good person, but I just think that's the perception that it
of
gave off.
everybody.
Yeah,
If I would have
I
known
know
it
it's
was
all
gonna be
good.
such a big thing, I would have told it. I just didn't know I was gonna get that type of reaction from
Yeah,
not telling it.
it's all good. And I do somewhat believe that like when things are meant to be for you, they're going to be. So maybe your man just wasn't on that panel, but maybe you'll run into him tomorrow. Maybe today, you
Maybe I
know.
might swipe him today on BLK.
Yeah,
I
yeah, you never
don't
know.
know.
You never know. So
But no, let our audience know where they can
yeah.
find you at on your all your social media handles.
Got you. So my Instagram is successful_Jones. On TikTok, you can find me at Jones from AZ. And that's really all I use. Yeah,
Really? Oh, okay.
Instagram and TikTok. Yeah,
Okay. Well, guys, go check out his app, message
please
him.
do.
If you got a small business, lock in with him with the
Please
social
do.
media
Please do.
content. Yo, he is cool. Like you're really knowledgeable.
I
Like
appreciate you. I
I can't wait
appreciate
for
it.
him and Tiff to drop their
I
podcast. I'm gonna
know. I
be tuned
know.
in. Like y'all gonna be big.
Yeah, we got to do something. Yeah.
For real. But yeah, check out We Like It Hot podcast on all platforms, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, wherever we are. Just lock in. And we are out.
Hot Squad out.